everyone, PTB Spotter here, and welcome to Sunday, and we're at Perth. We will be seeing services from ScotRail and one service from LNER. So let's get into the video. Arriving in now is the 11:45 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Dundee, which will be joining up with 17432 from Edinburgh Waverley, and then from the Edinburgh Waverley and Glasgow Queen Street to Aberdeen. So this is basically off to Aberdeen, and it's 17452. 17452. Departing out now is the 11:45 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Dundee, which is actually going to Aberdeen whilst joining up in Dundee. Arriving in now is the 12:01 LNER service from Inverness to London King's Cross. And it is 800-109. Departing out now is the 12:01 LNER service from Inverness to London King's Cross. Arriving in now is the 12:15 ScotRail service from Aberdeen to London King's from Aberdeen to Glasgow Queen Street. That one there was 43129, and we will get the rear when it departs out. Departing out now is the 12:15 ScotRail service from Aberdeen to Glasgow Queen Street. The front being 43129 and the rear being 43028. Arriving in now is the 12:21 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Inverness, and is 170-430. And it's off once again. Now departing out is the 12:21 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Inverness.
No idea what happened there.
What on earth was going on? Oh, off it goes.
It's weird.
Arriving in now is the 12:47 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Aberdeen. And it is 17434. And we'll get the rear when it departs. Departing out now is the 12:47 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Aberdeen. $174.29 on the rear. Arriving in now is the delayed 12:57 ScotRail service from Inverness to Edinburgh Waverley. We'll get the numbers when they depart. Departing out now is the delayed 12:57 ScotRail service from Inverness to Edinburgh Waverley. The front is 43133. 43133. And the rear is 43130. Arriving in now is a ScotRail service from Aberdeen to Glasgow Queen Street. $174.50. I will get the time on that when it departs. Arriving in now is the 1344 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Aberdeen. The front was 43141. We'll get the rear when it departs. Departing out now is actually the 1309 ScotRail service from Inverurie to Glasgow Queen Street. Which is 174.50. Oh yeah, and the Inverness to Edinburgh Waverley was departed out about 7 minutes late. Departing out now is the 1344 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Aberdeen. 43141 and 43148 on the return to Aberdeen from Glasgow Queen Street. Arriving in now is the 1407 ScotRail service from Aberdeen to Glasgow Queen Street. That is 17411. Departing out now is the 1407 ScotRail service from Aberdeen to Glasgow Queen Street. Off that goes to Glasgow Queen Street. Arriving in now is the 1450 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Aberdeen. 43028. And we will get the rear when it departs. Arriving in now is the 1505 ScotRail service from Aberdeen to Glasgow Queen Street. And this one is 43181. Which means we'll get the rear when it departs. Departing out now is the 1450 ScotRail service from Glasgow Queen Street to Aberdeen. Should we go in? Yeah, there we go. And the rear is 43129, which is on the return to Aberdeen. Arriving in over there is the delayed 1456 ScotRail service from Inverness to Glasgow Queen Street. We'll get the numbers on them when they depart out. Departing out now is the delayed 1456 ScotRail service from Inverness to Glasgow Queen Street. The front is 158707. And the rear is 17404. Arriving in now is a ScotRail service from, I think this is Edinburgh to Inverness. It's 17401. And departing out now is the 1505 ScotRail service from Aberdeen to Glasgow Queen Street. The rear is 43179. Departing out now is the 1512 ScotRail service from Edinburgh Waverley to Inverness. £174.01. And that train is absolutely heaving. Which that is our final train in the video, so I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.